Making stickers with the new Cricut Joy 2 is already a lot of fun. You can see I've been doing a lot of it. But what if you could turn them into full sheet stickers like this? A lot of people think sticker sheets are complicated or that you need a bigger machine, but that's not actually true. Hi, I'm Felicia, and if you're wanting to make your own sticker sheets with the Cricut Joy 2, you're in the right place. Sticker sheets are perfect for planners, journaling, small businesses, or just for fun. And today I'll show you exactly how to design, print, and cut your own step by step. And the best part, you do not need anything complicated to get results like this. In this video, I'll walk you through how to use the Cricut print and cut function, set up your designs, and get clean and easy to peel stickers every single time. Before we jump in, tell me in the comments, what kind of sticker sheet would you make? Planner stickers, cute designs, or business labels? In Cricut Design Space, I'm going to click on the New Project button in the upper right corner. And when I do, it gives me a pop-up window asking me what project type do I want to start working with. I can select any one of these, or I could select blank canvas and just do what I want to do. But in this case, we're making stickers, so I'm going to use the stickers and labels project type. And I'm going to click on that. It gives me some information on auto sticker settings and that images and shapes are added to your canvas automatically, transformed into a ready-to-make sticker or label. And you can edit your design and adjust the sticker settings anytime you want. And it also tells you about how it works. And we're actually going to walk through both of these, so we'll just go ahead and click on Start Designing. Now I have a new blank canvas, and it is different than the canvas you would get if you were using the stickers and labels project type with, say, the Joy Extra or the Explorer 5. This is what your screen would look like if you were using one of those machines, and you can see that with the Joy 2 selected in the upper right, I have a completely different screen. The canvas works the same way. When I drop something onto the canvas, it's automatically going to apply an offset, but I wanted to point out the difference because if you have multiple machines and you try to use the Joy 2, it's not going to work for you. Let's go ahead and make the shape of our sticker sheet first. So to do that, I'm going to go under Shapes on the left, and I'm going to select a square. Now, when it dropped it on my canvas, you can see that it automatically applied an offset to it. So I have that padding around my square, and that's not what I want. What I want is for my sticker sheet background to cut as a die cut, but all the stickers I put onto it, I want to do a kiss cut. So to do that, I'm going to go under, with my square selected, go under Edit, Sticker, Die Cut, and I'm going to turn Border off as well as the Easy Peel off. Now you can see I don't have any border around it. It's going to cut through the sticker paper and the backing. So next, I want to go ahead and change the size of this. So I've done some testing and I found a size that works really good with the Joy 2. So the first thing I'm going to do under Size up here with Width and Height is turn that lock proportion off and then change my width to 3 and my height to 7.3. This is the shape of my sticker sheet. I also want to, you can see it says that it's an operation of print and cut, but I want to change that color. I can go under the color box and I can select a different color if I want, say pink or blue, or I can use that print type drop down and check pattern. And here are all the different patterns that are in the software that you can use. There's also a way to upload patterns, and I'll put a link in the description of this video for that. But I'm going to go ahead and check on, let's see, this blue pattern here. It's little tiny boxes. So I think that looks pretty good for what I want to do. So this is going to be the backing of my sticker sheet. So what I want to do now is give it a title space. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and add another shape, another square, and I'm going to edit sticker, change it to die cut, turn the border off as well as the easy peel off. Then I'm going to go under the color box, and this time I'm just going to change it to a blue color. Then I'll grab that square over to my patterned rectangle, and I will size it out to fit the width and the height that I'd like it to be. So we're going to make this 3 inches wide or 0.89 high. Now I also want to put text in that box. So what happens when I do that? I'm going to go on, click on text on the left. It drops a text box on my screen, and I'm going to call it Butterflies. It's using the last font I had in my system. And I'm going to go ahead and drag that up here. Before I change the color to white, I want you to watch what happens when I click off of the word butterflies. it automatically applied that padding to it. And again, not what I want. So I'm going to click on butterflies. Then under the sticker section on the left, I'm going to turn the border off, but you can see what happened. It left the little pieces in between all the letters, and that's not what I wanted. So I'm going to click on Cut Interior Shapes, and you can see now they're gone, and that's what I want. So I change the color box to white, and then I can size my butterflies down to the size I like. And center it using the crosshairs to make it centered. This is the backing of my sticker sheet, okay? Now, before I do anything else to it, I want to click on Make. And what happened is my patterned rectangle is here, my word butterflies is down here, and on the other sheet is my header box. Not what I wanted. So let's go ahead and say cancel. And instead, let's select everything and go down to Merge Sticker. Now when I go to Make, you can see everything's on one canvas exactly where I want it to be. And you can see that my rectangle fits very nicely inside the cuttable area of my sticker sheet. I'm going to go ahead and click on Cancel because we haven't added our butterflies yet. So I'm going to pick that up and move it to the side for a minute. Now let's add some butterfly images to our sticker sheet. So under Images on the left, I'm going to go under the search box and search Cute Butterflies. And I'm just going to start clicking on about 10 of them, and you can see as they're dropping on my canvas, they have the offset applied to them automatically. We're going to adjust that because we're going to adjust the size of the butterflies as well as that offset. But I know that about 10 butterflies will fit on my canvas or my sticker sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and click on 10 of them. And when I do, you can see they kind of start coming in different sizes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so they all kind of came in different sizes, but I'm going to go ahead and grab and select all of them. Click and grab to select all of them, and I'll size them down to, let's say, 2 inches. So if I move them around so I can see all of them, you can see they're all kind of different sizes. I want to maximize the space I have on my sticker sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and select one of those butterflies, and in the width box at the top with the proportion lock on, I'm going to go ahead and type in 1.5 as my width. Now when I did that, it changed the size of my butterfly, but the offset is still way more than I want it to be. So I'm going to click on Edit Sticker, and I'm going to change the thickness of the border to thin. That is the butterfly I'd like to have. So I'm going to do that to each one of these. Select a butterfly, change it to 1.5, and then change the border thickness to thin. And just repeat that for all of them. All right, so I'm going to pick up my sticker backing here, and I'm going to start placing my butterflies on my sticker sheet. Just randomly put them in place. And if I'm correct, we should be able to get all 10 onto our sticker sheet. And we did. All right, so we have all 10 stickers on our sticker sheet. Now if I go to Make It, I have my sticker sheet, which we already merged together, but all my butterflies are not on my sticker sheet. So we're going to cancel that. We're going to click and drag to select everything and click on the paper clip at the bottom, Attach. Now when I go to Make It, all my butterflies are on one sticker sheet. They all fit within the cuttable area, and I'm good to go. But before we do the printing of this one, let's go ahead and make one more. So I'm going to click on Cancel, and we're going to go ahead and move this one to the side, and we're going to repeat that process. And this time I'm going to go under Images, and I'm going to search for a yellow watercolor pattern. And I like this one, so I'm going to add it to my canvas, and it automatically applied that offset. So I'm going to Edit Sticker and turn that border off. Then I'm going to change the shape of this watercolor box, turning the proportion off and changing the width to 3 and the height to 7.3. Then I'm going to add a shape, a square. I'm going to edit it to turn that offset off, but I'm going to make sure it's die cut with no easy peel. So both the yellow box is going to be die cut with no easy peel, and the black box here is going to be die cut with no easy peel. Then I'm going to place that box across the top of the yellow one and size it down to something I like, 3 inches across. I'm going to change the color to let's say pink. Now this time I'm going to click on that text box again and I'm going to add text that say flower power. And then I'll move all that up and put it in place. And before I change the color, I'm going to go ahead and when I click off of it, you can see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. I'm going to put it on die cut, turn the border off and the easy peel off. And I'm going to tell it to cut interior shapes. Then I'll change it to white and size it down. Then I can select all of them to merge them together so they print on top of each other. And I'll just go to merge sticker at the bottom and move that to the side for a minute. Then under images, this time I'm going to search for Cute Flowers Pink. And I'll just start clicking on a few of these. And I think we'll try to get 10 on here again. And I'm going to go ahead and size them all down to about 2 inches because they all came in something different, just like the last ones. And I'll move them all around so you can see all 10 are there. And we'll change the size of these to, let's see, 1.5. And we'll edit the sticker again to turn the border thickness to thin. And we're just going to repeat that for each one. All right, so we're going to then take our sticker backing and we're just going to start placing our flowers on our sticker sheet. So then we're going to click and drag to select all of those and attach them. Now we have 2 sticker sheets that we're going to print. And this is what I was leading up to. I want to show you what happens when you go to make it. So we're going to click on make. And you can see I have my blue butterfly page here on the first mat. And on the second mat, I have my pink flower power. I'm going to click on continue. I want you to see what happens. Then I'm going to send it to my printer. And this is what's going to print. So it's going to have a dashed line down the middle that we're going to cut because 8.5 inches wide is not going to fit in our Joy 2. But if we cut it down to size, we'll be able to get that into our Joy 2. And it's going to cut both of those sticker sheets individually through 2 passes. But we're maximizing the space that we have on our sticker sheet by using 2 sides of it at one time. So I'm going to go ahead and send this over to my printer. I'm actually using a LaserJet, not an inkjet, and I have LaserJet printer paper that I'm going to be using. So we're going to go ahead and print this out. So this is what the sticker sheet for the Joy 2 looks like, and it's different than other Cricut machines because it has this dashed line down the middle. So you're going to need to use a paper trimmer or a pair of scissors to cut this into 2, and then you'll send one side through to be cut, and then you'll be prompted to send the second side through. Making sticker sheets with the Cricut Joy 2 is a simple process once you understand it, and it opens up so many creative possibilities. Here's a quick tip though. If your cuts aren't lining up perfectly with your printed designs or your offset isn't even all the way around the sticker, you're going to need to calibrate. This helps your Cricut know exactly where to cut so your stickers come out clean and accurate every time. I've got an entire video dedicated to the print and cut calibration process, and I'll link it in the description below. So what sticker sheets are you going to make first? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun tutorials. Thanks for watching. Now go make some sticker sheets.